Play Switchback, Switchback, gonna play Switchback. I'm ready to be disturbed. I'm ready to be disturbed. Blah! There's blood everywhere! I can't skip this? Continue my ride. Let's do this. I got some settings. VR calibration. Eye tracking on. Feedback on. Okay. Yep. Yep. What bonus features do we have? Give me that gun skin. Give me that cool... Ooh, the undead gun, yeah. Oh, my gun is looking at me now. Alright. Let's continue the ride, baby. This is Switchback. Hope you're enjoying it. This is... Check the load times, baby. Alright. So they take your guns away, so you know, like, you can't do anything here. Oh, and she's sexy. And I still don't have a gun, so I know, like, whatever happens, there's nothing I can do about it. And she'll, like, probably disappear. Oh, and she's like a gross zombie now. Alright. I don't know if, like, I'm supposed to be able to kill her or what. Okay. See, like, look at this compared to, like, what we did in Rush of Blood, right? You still have it. Whoa! Do I have a health bar? Shooting barrels. Barrels of fun, am I right? And so come walking at me again. I don't get it. It's like, I don't think there's any way to shoot her before. Let's see if is her body still going to be there. Okay. Ugh. And it does like this auto aim thing. I mean, it's kind of nice, but it's nothing like... Oh, it's just so slow. It feels like we're obviously like loading the next level when this happens. How long does it need to load for? That was kind of spooky. don't even know, like, what's hurting me, what I'm supposed to be shooting. Like, this is it, like, am I supposed to be able to shoot the... It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating, like, I don't know what. Okay, yeah, shoot these guys a bunch. And yeah, she's gonna hit me. Am I dying or what? It just honestly feels like if I just sat there while this whole thing happened, the door pops in. If I sat there while this whole thing happens, nothing would change. And if it did change, I wouldn't know why. Like, this seems like the most consequential part of the game, maybe, is unlocking these, like, finding these little things to shoot, these things that glow bright orange. I guess I'm getting more points. All the times she was hitting me too, no head haptics. Yeah, more than just updated to a PSVR 2 game, just updated to something that's at least better technologically than like Area 51, the old arcade game. I mean, of course, I'm being, like, harsh on it, but I freaking pre-ordered this game, and I feel like I have a right to be, you know? Like, I pre-ordered it, it ended up being kind of, like, a turd. Like, alright.
Area 51 light gun game was amazing, bro. Still is.
Yeah, it was, that's what I'm saying. This is worse than Area 51. All right. What am I waiting here for? Nothing's gonna come behind me. There'll be another look how the, like, dents move with the... Oh no! This is a garbage shooting simulator. Garbage shoot VR. Oh, now I have to shoot 3 of those barrels. Time to switch this back. I'm coming to switch you back. Oh no. And there you go. The other odd thing is that at least with Rush of Blood, there was like the context that you're on this roller coaster from hell at a theme park. Here, you're just on a train ride, just because that's how the game was made. Did this one even have branching paths? I didn't screw something up, right? Lunch table.
Why do people hate Taco Bell so much?
Dude, I don't know. They hate it because they want to seem like sophisticated, I guess. You can't hate Taco Bell though. Okay, maybe you hate it because it is expensive compared to what you get now. It didn't used to be the case. Anthony saved. You didn't see the sailor in the seat. I saw the sailor in the seat. I don't know any of this. I don't know what any of this stuff means.
I love taco, but I hate the prices.
I'm supposed to shoot the crystal ball in the market, shoot the ghost in the mirror, sink a diving boat, kill Anthony in the haunted shipwreck. I don't know what any of this stuff means. Maybe it'd be cool, but yeah, I saw the sailor in the vent. Shot the rat on the cargo hold. Yeah, he was walking in front of me and it said I was getting hurt. How did J-Brat beat me, though?
DoorDash.
What? DoorDash? Chota Boy. Chota Boy's the worst at this game. The most interesting component of this game. What if the... I thought it was like a rap song.
We need a sequel to Blood and Truth.
Do we need a sequel to Blood and Truth? I mean, sure, it'd be like fun. But Blood and Truth was good because it was on rails. Like that, okay. Yeah, I'd be happy. If we got a sequel to Blood and Truth that kind of like leveraged more of this stuff, I'd be interested. But I feel like, you know, Crossfire Sierra Squad is going to be like that kind of game, right? Just give me both guns. We need a sequel to Rush of Blood, right? He says as he's playing, supposedly, the sequel to Rush of Blood. But you guys get it. I bet that's one of the things. You shot the cop car. Oh, all sorts of different paths I can take. I can shoot the cop car or not shoot the cop car. You shot the sign to the farm. You shot the witch. I found all the things. You shot the scarecrow.
Crossfire isn't John Wick though. Blood and Truth was.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Crossfire might be kind of John Wick, though. Maybe. I get what you're saying, though. Did you ever play that game on the Wii? Red Steel? I liked that game. A lot of people didn't. I did. And I thought that that would be a great kind of game in VR. Of course, it's not going to happen, right? But Red Steel was really fun. And it was... Blood and Truth, to me, was almost like a sequel to that. Yeah, I saw the guy sticking his head out the window.
I've only played the second one that was a Western.
Was the second one good? Because I never played the second one, and I always wanted to. Because it was supposed to have the Wii Motion Plus support. See, like, there's 3D sound making me think there's going to be something behind me, but... A square of fog just descended upon me. Jump
Red Steel
scare.
2 was the critically acclaimed one. The first one didn't do well with reviewers.
Red Steel 2 is critically acclaimed? I remember it not having much. That was good. He's all sneaking up on me whining. So, but you said it was critically acclaimed. Was it you acclaimed? I don't even know who I'm talking to anymore. Would it be worth it for me to like hook my Wii U up so I could play Red Steel 2? Because I still am like interested in it. It looked cool. I never got the Wii Motion Plus until like recently. Just a random fan of the podcast. You're just a random man of the people. Could be a woman. Could be a woman. Could just be Adam. It could be a woman. I get it. Some boxes break, some boxes don't. We don't know why some boxes don't break, but they just don't. And that's okay, because we don't have time to build the assets to do that. Even though we delayed the game a bunch, and we made on the PSVR one. A lot of stuff to shoot with no consequences.
If you're a gamer nerd, it's worth it to hook up your NES to a CRT and play Duck Hunt. If you don't like fun things like that.
I'll play Duck Hunt on my CRT. No, I mean like, is the game design good enough, or has gaming progressed since then to where like that's not going to be fun? I mean, I play VR games, right? So like nothing the Wii U did is like as thrilling as VR, but if the game is at least like kind of done well, then it might be worth playing, right? I'm not trying to be skeptical. I'm just wondering, like, do I need to... Will I be disappointed if I go through the whole process? I mean, the reality is I either will never do it or will definitely do it, depending on how much time I get. I'd love to set up my Wii U and play through some old Wii games. Like Toad Tracker? I wanted to play that so bad. I know it's on Switch, but...
Everything is a product of its time. I enjoy playing NES games in 2023, some PPL don't.
Freaking PPL not enjoying the quality? Oh! This has been the best level so far, I'll admit. Still a bit odd sometimes, when like things that are normally breakable just don't break. I didn't see Anthony. As if like it's gonna be a surprise who the dude is. Oh, I was supposed to duck.
I recently went out and got 3 CRTs and for all my retro consoles simply because it made me warm and fuzzy inside. Bought a bunch of light too.
Back in the day, I went down the rabbit hole. Okay, there's a person there. I went down that and I bought, I think this is like when the PlayStation 3 had just come out and like they were still trying to figure out like should we be doing 720p or 1080i or something like that before 1080p became the standard. And I got this like, everybody went 720p, I got this 1080i Sony CRT TV that, no joke, weighed like 200 pounds. And I did all this like legwork to get it hooked up and looking nice, and it did look nice, but the dang TV was so freaking heavy, I couldn't move it. I ended up having to sell it on Craigslist when I was like going off to grad school, and like this woman came by. I was like, "Yeah, I'll take the TV," and I was like, "You're gonna need to like take your friends to come get it." She's like, "I'm a woman, I can carry the TV too," and I'm like, "I'm sure you can."
Even though CRTs had 1080 resolution.
New ones do? I bet those things are like expensive though. I want a 4K CRT is what I want.
To get a CRT when I realized my PS2 looked better on one than it did on my 4K set.
Yeah, I can totally see that. It's like the CRT blur makes it better. They should like, you know how Sony, oh, you can shake the guns to, you know how Sony has like the PlayStation 1 emulation? Do they have a CRT filter on it? They should let you just do like a CRT filter on it. Is that the same chick from last time? Going no, it's gonna push me back. Rule number one of these of horror games in general: if you don't have a gun, nothing's gonna happen to you. So the scare's not quite there like it would be in a normal game.
Do you recommend grad school for the average human, or is it only for intellectuals who plan to become professors?
I mean, it depends on what you want in the career path, man. Like, I went to grad school. Well, I went to grad school twice, so maybe that's your answer. I went to grad school once, and then got a good chunk of the way through it and realized what I was studying I didn't want to do. But that grad school was paid for with, like, stipends or research, stuff like that. And then I went and, like, got some other job for a while. And then I went back to grad school for a job that I realized I did want to do, but I had to pay for that one, which sucked, but it ended up paying huge dividends. So, like, if you know what you're going to be doing if you know what you want to do and going to grad school requires it, yeah. If you just go to grad school because you got no idea what you want to do, and you're just trying to kill time, which is what I did the first time, I don't recommend it, because it's a huge waste of time, and you put your life on pause. Of course, there's the other grad schools like MBAs and stuff like that, you know, I think people who get an MBA kind of know what they want to do anyways, so it's okay. To be honest, I went to grad school the first time out of just like, I don't know how to be a grown-up, so I'll just go to school so I kind of don't have to be a grown-up yet. Not to denigrate anybody in grad school saying they're not a grown-up, but personally that was me. Like, I knew how to exist in school. And I didn't know what it would be like to have a job. Turns out having a job is like not much harder than being in grad school. In some aspects it's way easier because you don't have homework, but I don't know, man. Depends on what you want to do. People talk about grad school like it's a bad idea, but I mean, if what you want to do requires a graduate degree, then yeah, you got to go to grad school. Just make sure it's worth it, right? My first foray in grad school was just was just straight up standard physics grad school. Thought I was going to study like astrophysics, and turns out a lot of physics research is terribly boring. So after like doing rotations and listening to lectures and going to seminars and stuff like that, I realized there's not a damn thing anybody was doing that interested me enough to where I'd want to spend, 60 hours a week doing it for low pay. there are people who do find that stuff interesting, but just me personally, I didn't. So.
I think most people just want to work from home and do something easy, but it sounds like you're a smart STEM guy.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I work from home now, but because I work from home, I work much more than I work when I didn't work from home. I'm doing effectively the same job that I did when I didn't work from home. I just do it a lot more now. Ah! I mean, I think STEM is always like a good way to go if you don't know what to do. I feel like there's enough STEM branches to where you can kind of figure out something that fits your niche. And, you know, not all of them are heavy on the math, so it's not like... Not all of them are so math heavy like people think. So if math isn't your thing, you're not stuck. Programming is good, but programming might be hard to learn programming effectively now that ChatGPT is so good. And I'd hesitate to call myself a smart STEM guy. I might just be a STEM guy. There's guys that do what I do that are way better at it than I am. Those are the smart STEM guys. Make more money, have more prestige. What was that again? Sorry, I had a big head looking at me. Something about artificial intelligence. You want to study artificial intelligence? That's a great way to go. I mean, you hear about it now, like the new job field that people think is going to be popping up is a STEM, or not a STEM engineer, a prompt engineer, so somebody who can properly communicate and use AI tools. I think that's certainly something to look into, right? I know there's like people at the company I work for that are good with ChatGPT.
Artificial intelligence puts people out of work.
It can, right? I mean, the real thing is we just got to figure out what to do with these. Got to figure out what to do with people that are being taken out of work due to artificial intelligence, right? I mean, theoretically, you could get to a point where nobody has to do any work and everything. There might be like a very small percentage of people who actually can do productive work, right? So, I mean, making it easy for people to explore things artistically would be good, you know? Or leveraging, you know, there is human input in like a lot of the stuff that we do. Why is this going so slow? And AI helps with that. Like, for example, you know, in my work, I have to write Python scripts. And sometimes a Python script is something stupid, like I want you to read this text file and then report out these certain things. Now, it's stupid if I have to spend, you know, 5 hours teaching myself a specific variant of Python so that I can parse this specific file. That's not doing anything that, like, that's not work that really benefits my field. Now, what benefits my field is if I can just say, hey, here's a text file. I want a Python script to parse it and pull out these values. And it does it in 5 minutes. Like, AI's done instrumental stuff because now my expertise can be leveraged without having to make sure I'm also an expert in Python, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I do worry about AI putting people out of work, but I don't know, man. Hop on the UBI train. Get that pushed forward. Did that level even have a boss fight? I just don't know what's going on in this game, man. I just don't know what's going on. So freaking blurry. Is it blurry for you guys? I can't see anything. I couldn't see anybody in that. The whole experience is just disjointed. Maybe this is a fun...
That all the billionaire tech guys want UBI, but conservatives don't.
Yeah. It does seem like that.
I need to know you forgive me so I can start to rebuild that blah 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 blah.
I mean, it does, like, there's the argument that, like, oh, if we have UBI, nobody's going to do anything, but that's not true. I mean, there's certainly going to be people who do nothing, but alright, doesn't mean, just because somebody doesn't want to do something doesn't...
Social screen, but all VR games are for the most part, even PSVR 1.
Okay. Gotta shine a black light. Oh. And then it takes my black light away. I really don't know what's happening here. Okay. Oh. I just don't, like... I know I'm pulling the trigger, I just don't know what I'm doing. It's just like, I don't know, like the feedback in the shooting, like nothing makes me feel like I want to do this again. And like making a video game is probably like stupid hard, right? Oh, my alarm's going off, 1 second. I'll finish this level, and then I gotta bounce. Return to play area, okay. Alright, there was something over there. I don't know, it's kind of annoying you have to like make a choice of where you're going without knowing what's on the other side. Like, what am I actually choosing to do? It's not like there's a context of like, do you want to save the cat or kill the cat or anything? It's just like, oh, do you want to hit the arrow or not hit the arrow? It's like, okay, I want to hit, or do you want to hit the arrow left or hit the arrow right? And it's like, I don't know what either option presents me until I've played through the game, which I don't even necessarily want to do, because it's just frustrating. I don't even want to get powered up weapons. I'm like much more efficient with just these pistols. What's that? Do I gotta shoot it? Oh, all the spooky stuff's happening. But there's bats! Don't forget about the bats! See, like now I feel like I should have gone to the left because like maybe... Oh my god, really? It just pop out like that? And now I, like, okay, now I have special weapons. The one fun thing was just shooting random stuff, but now I'm disincentivized from doing that because I'm wasting all my special weapons. There's like an invisible wall in front of them? Okay. Oh, it hurts you to, like, touch...
Death won't come to you now.
Obviously I gotta shoot get the black light, and... Also the guy that killed me was just... Like, I couldn't even see what he was, so... I don't know. Okay. Well, sorry it's a short stream. Oh, let's just start right here then. To be honest, don't know how to avoid that. Is one of these women supposed to be like alive still? It kicked me. What am I supposed to do to get away from that? Did I do that?
What would you do to hang on to life?
Would that have like saved her? I guess I was supposed to do this before before setting her on fire, right? Sorry, lady. Do you want to go left or right? I don't know, man. It's the same. Why even give me a battery if I'm just gonna have to, like... Right? Like, what? Now the game's just glitched. My guns don't work.
You can't escape that easily.
This is the worst. I hate this game. Good night.